WBBM News Time, 9:18. Time for Brad Palmer, Sport.
Many of the fans are scattering off the field now when they fight the police. And many Sox security members are joining the police, which are now about 40 or 50, and they're slowly, now rapidly, walking out the center field where the fire is burning. The fans are now streaming off the field in great numbers, and I doubt if very few will be left to confront the police as they come in helmets and nightstick gear.
That was the scene between games of a doubleheader at Comiskey Park last night as White Sox owner Bill Veeck went a promotion too far. It was billed as Disco Demolition Night. A rock disc jockey came up with the idea of blowing up disco records as part of his self-serving campaign against disco. And the White Sox went along by admitting anybody bringing a disco record for 98 cents.
You try something, if you don't know how it's going to end up necessarily. You think it's a good idea, and it just got out of hand. He was more popular, had more pulling power than we felt was possible. I suppose I should have anticipated this, but nothing has ever given any indication of it. We had rock concerts in which we didn't have this many people.
50,000 people got in before the White Sox called upon Chicago police to help close the gates. Didn't take long for the realization to set in that rock fans under the influence of beer and drugs and armed with disco records they had been invited to destroy don't mix with baseball. There was trouble almost from the start. Tiger outfielder Ron LaFleur saying,
"Without a doubt, it was the worst conditions I've ever played in. You know, I was in Detroit opening day, and they threw about 5 bottles at me, but they were throwing golf balls out there. On one play that I made in left center field, I caught the ball, and golf ball went right between my legs as the ball was going into my glove. And I looked down there, it was a golf ball. I thought it was a piece of paper or something. Then there was a few bottles thrown out there, and then records was zooming by everywhere. I mean, records came by my head, one stuck right back behind my foot."
Even the White Sox outfielders were wearing batting helmets. The White Sox lost the game 4-1. Then came the main event. A crate of disco records was blown up in center field, at which time an estimated 7,000 people ran onto the field. The unruly fans left the field scarred with burned and torn up turf, at which point the umpires called the second game, saying the field was unplayable. Bill Veeck disagreed.
Well, I felt that it was playable, and I felt that the people would behave and would stay off the field, and there would be no further incidents. They didn't agree with me, and they said the field was unplayable. I do not agree with that either. I would suggest that everyone go out and look at the field and decide for themselves whether it's unplayable or not.
The field probably was playable, but whether or not there would have been further incidents is open to conjecture. Ken Kravick was to have pitched that second game.
When I talked to the other players, the majority was that they didn't want to play because, you're more or less the safety of yourself was in your hands. I went down to the bullpen originally to start warming up for the second game, and I was very conscious of getting hit with something. As I warmed up, there were shoes being thrown out in between me and Schuler as I was warming up. Firecrackers, records were, and my concentration was just nothing.
Yet Veeck saw no reason not to continue.
I didn't feel that there was that the players were endangered. I wouldn't want to play.
Well, it's pretty hard to sympathize with Veeck. He says the fans who rioted were not true baseball fans, and that's the problem. The White Sox are inviting trouble by catering to an audience not interested in baseball. The fans who rioted didn't come to see the White Sox or Detroit. They came to do their thing, and they did, at the expense of the White Sox, the Detroit Tigers, and the city of Chicago. Tiger manager Sparky Anderson summed it all up when he said,
"I've never seen anything like it. It's sad. I would say it's a black mark on baseball."
Still unanswered is whether or not the White Sox will have to forfeit that second game. That decision is up to League President Lee MacPhail. And as things stand now, the game is scheduled as part of a Sunday doubleheader. This is Brad Palmer.
Good times. Let's go. Hello. I am Lorenzo, and this is my good buddy Phil of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. And we're brought to you every week by the Alternative City Shop. The Alternative City Shop is where you'll find comic books, t-shirts, and some one-of-a-kind artwork by yours truly. There are indie and superhero mystery boxes filled with comics from my collection. There are also pins and pocket mirrors made from images cut from superhero comic books. There is no YouTube sponsorship or Patreon for this show. So if you want to show your support, this is how you do it. Yeah. This is how you do it. And hey, so how the heck are you, Mr. Jungle, today?
I'm very well. I am very well.
Good. Yeah, so this is another Wednesday, and we're here. And actually, that folks that don't know or never heard of disco demolition, this is a thing that happened, 1979. July, July 12th. The anniversary coming up in a few days. And yours truly was there. I was on the field. I was not the one to set the fire. I left before the fire was started. I did not see that happen. I was one of the rockers who was under the influence of drugs, alcohol, and armed with a disco record. So by the time I got there, actually, I got there like maybe in the middle. There was a double header. It was a promotional thing that had the late great Bill Veck, Sky Point Bill Veck, that came up with to boost the attendance in his sagging baseball team, which was like running second to a even more woeful Cub team in town. So he decided to go with disco demolition. Okay, this is a DJ named Steve Dahl, who was recently fired from a station called WDAI, which is a rock station. And WDAI used to be the main rock station in Chicago. And then overnight, I swear to God, I turned it on the next morning, like a Friday morning. It's disco DAI. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Steve Dahl, all the rock DJs, gone. Fired, gone. So that was Steve Dahl's Joker origin story right there. He just like, damn you, disco, damn you. I'll get even with you from that. So Steve Dahl went on to just, I guess he got a job at this place called The Loop, which is another fledgling rock station that became big in Chicago. So he had got his gig at The Loop, and he did a disco demolition thing to promote that station and himself. And he skyrocketed to stardom, and local stardom at least after that, because that was like national news, man. That was the shit. So anyway, I got there like middle of the first game with the doubleheader. Had my Peaches and Herb record I just stolen from my roommates. I was like, I'm gonna give
Reunited
and it feels. You know one. That one. Shake your groove thing, shake your groove thing. that was on this shit. So I got my Peaches and Herb record reel to turn in for the to get for my admission. And the brother at the door was like, just come on in, man. Just come on in. No more records. We got all the records we can use. It's like this hostage look on his face, like just come on. Okay, I came right on in, kept my record, took my seat. I think maybe in standing room only, but most of the stoners were just walking around, just like, hey, baseball, you don't know shit about baseball. They're there because of Steve Dahl and shit, And I was one of the few people who had the Venn diagram of both. I was a baseball fan, and I'm a rocker, because I was for some reason back then I wasn't super into like disco and stuff like that, and I like funk, but I didn't like the R&B stuff that was going on back then, because I was just just ignorant to the fact. But anyway, so I'm there to just enjoy the game, and we get a little Schadenfreude with disco too, because I couldn't dance, and I'm just like this big rocker who loves rock, and was just a weird guy going to rock concerts and shit. And the first game finishes with little, just a few golf balls whistling past outfielders' heads, and records like out of the blue. Oh shit, this is not going to be good. So halftime, well, between games comes, Steve Dahl comes out with he's out on some kind of a army jacket, like he is some general and shit, and he piles all the records out on a pallet in center field, and they blow him up, and yay, blew him up real good. Oh, fuck disco, okay. But these people are just like, they're not ready to go, because they came for something. They came, I don't know what the hell they came. They came to start some shit is what they came for, actually. And after he blew up the record, like, yeah, a couple people started running on the field. Now, I don't know if you ever seen, if you're a baseball fan, you've seen these videos of people running on the field like in the 1940s and shit. Hey, we won the pennant. The Dodgers won the pennant. We're running on the field. That shit is not tolerated in this modern era. You will get shot. you'll go to jail. Something bad will happen to you. But back then, it was tolerated to some degree. And I was thinking, like, you know what? The Cubs or Sox are never going to win anything. And I'm here at the park right now, and people are running on the field. Like, this is my chance to run across a major league field. I took my ass. I was in there. I took my ass out. He'd already kicked open the gate. I just run on the field. Like, hey, this is great. I'm running up. I'm looking up. It's old Comiskey Park and shit. Like, I never had that point of view before and shit. I could hear like a cross. Hey, we having fun. I'm running around and shit. And I was on before. Yo, yeah, really. And so, it would be fun to run around the bases. I'm going to slide into second. I'm go looking for second base. God damn, someone has literally stolen all the bases. The bases are gone. I don't know what. How are you going to walk out the park with a base on your coat, in July? But hey, who drop off that bridge when you come to it, right? Nobody cares about that. You're just a bunch of bums who are just like tearing up shit. All right, nothing, no base to run into, so I'll just run around the field a little bit more. And I'm running past the dugouts. Detroit was playing that day. I run past the White Sox in the Detroit dugouts. They just in there with the same look that the guy at the front door had. Don't fucking come in. We got bats. Don't fucking come in here. They were just standing guard on their dugouts, like wondering what the hell is going to happen. So I'm running around. Oh, God, I've done everything. There's no bases to run into. And this is getting a little out of hand. I need to get my ass off.
You were one of how many people on the field?
Lordy. Comiskey Park at that time held, I think, 55,000. They were packed, standing room only. I'll bet you there was probably about 5,000 people on the damn field at that one time. I bet you it was like roaches. They were everywhere. You couldn't see field for people. It's like that photo showed. Then and eventually the fire started, and I was already back in the stands when that happened. And Chicago's finest literally rode in on mounted horses. Hey, Scooby, that's Scooby, right? Yeah. So Chicago's finest come in on the horses. I'm looking at them. Oh, you suckers in for it now, boy. They started rounding them up like it was the fucking Hunger Games. They started taking people off to the Hooskow and like. Waiting for the next game to start. The next game has been canceled. Then it starts, boo. All these bums came in and ruined the game. But, oh, man, for me, it was no harm, no foul. I didn't pay to get in.
Once in a lifetime.
And once in a lifetime, I'm part of history. I was like, and I saw one photo of a guy that looks a lot like me. I'm like,
could have been streaking.
Yeah, could have been streaking. Yeah, they definitely would have fouled me there, though. Ah, that one right there. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for letting me relive one of my early days.
So you said you were a rocker.
I was a.
Who were you enjoying listening to?
Shit, Rolling Stones, all the classic rock shit. I still love all that classic rock stuff. Okay. All the stuff from the 70s and stuff like that, man. That was my era. I got more into like Parliament and Funkadelic and that kind of stuff that most people, from my demographic were listening to later on in life. But I just for various reasons, I never, was able to dance. So I was not in one of the disco people. I was just like, yeah, disco does suck. I can't dance. Fuck disco.
I'm thinking about the same time, like George Clinton, Funkadelica, they were coming out around then too, were they not?
They were, but I wasn't really up on them until later on. Because I was so deep into the classic rock stuff. I'm into the Loop. Into WDI before they went disco. So I listened to all that stuff. So, and I move on later on, like, okay, this is good music too, because it's funk is like, you can dance to it or you can just, groove out to it. I'm not I never did learn. I never was coordinated, and I dispel a stereotype by that measure. I do not know how to dance or play basketball well.
So you don't have a K-pop playlist then, is what you're saying?
I do not have a K-pop playlist.
Okay.
All my boy band stuff is from the 60s. The Monkees are my only boy band that I know about. It was the original boy band, I think. It was the Monkees. But yeah, God bless those who into that stuff, but never been me.
One of the Monkees' mothers, I don't remember whom, invented whiteout.
Yes, that would be Mike Nesmith's mother. He's heir to the liquid paper or whiteout or whatever. I forget which one it is, but fortune. He was already pretty wealthy when
that was just a hobby.
Yeah,
A hobby. I'll be in a band for a little bit.
Yeah, that's why he didn't give a damn. He was like, I don't care. You rest of you guys, but I'll just stay by here and play my guitar and wear my wool hat. Those good times, man. Anyway, I've chatted up enough right now. What's new with you, my friend?
Well, I am happy to announce that less than 2 hours ago, I confirmed my reservation at the Westin Hotel for Heroes Con 2027.
Nice. Congratulations on that one, my friend.
And it is non-refundable.
Yeah, so come hell or high water or whatever, you going to that mofo, right?
Yeah. Me and Roscoe got some plans for next year for the Drawn to You art stream and that specific event.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, we were looking to get tables.
Oh, get tables at the at Heroes Con? Under the Drawn to You banner?
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing's carved in stone yet. It's way too early, but yes.
So I guess it went well with Roscoe and Izzy.
Yeah, he had a good time there. He said I'll paraphrase. He had his eyes open wide. He learned a lot. He's looking forward to getting a chance to doing it with a new with that paradigm shift. It's like, I don't know. It's like the veil was lifted and he had some good ideas, I guess. And I've got some con experience up here in Lansing. The podcast I used to be with, we used to do local cons, had booths at local cons. So I'm not unfamiliar with, I guess, interacting with an audience as they walk by. And in this particular instance, getting them to interact with us. So
nice.
I look here because you're there, but I realize.
So I know everything's flipped. It's confusing. I look over here. I look over there. Oh, there you are.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to that. I hope it goes well. And if it doesn't, we'll at least have a room.
So at least you got a room, damn it.
Yeah.
You got a room. That room is mine. Nobody else touches that room, baby. Oh, yeah. That's all. I hope everything works out well, man. That's a commitment there to get that done up front and say, damn it, I'm gonna go. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Man, I've been working on getting. I was going to get a table at this thing called Grit City, which is in what's the city between Seattle and Tacoma. And it's in Tacoma. It's a one-day show, and they want like $225 or something like that for a one-day show. I guess it is a corner booth. True enough, but the normal booth is only like $30 less. So if I'm going to pay, if I can pay $200, I might as well get a corner booth. So I haven't officially, I'm still checking out I'm going to research as far as the turnout for that show. It's got to be phenomenal for a one-day show to pay that much, because that's a big nut to make to just for a one-day show.
Do you know who guests are already, or anything like that, or is it too early?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if it's just a one-day show, man. You're talking like from 10 to 5, a one-day show. And I think it's mainly about the books, I want to say. It's mainly about the dealers and shit like that. So it just got to be like everybody in the Pacific Northwest has got to like beat a path to Grit City in that one day for me to make it worth that table fee, so.
$225 divided by 7 hours is $32.14 per hour.
So
that you have to make to break even.
So if I'm selling dollar books, I got to sell 32 and a half of them. I'm selling $2 books, got to sell like 15 of them or 16 of them. So no pressure. And then I'm even.
Yes, then you're even,
baby.
Then you get to pay for gas.
Yeah. And how does this help me?
Exposure.
Oh, okay. I've heard tell that people die from exposure from time to time. I'm just saying. People use that as a thing, man, all the time. I've been getting a mysterious phone call on my phone like every day from a Washington number. I might be from one of those people that is behind this. So it still might not happen. But I was at Danger Room today. Shout out Frank, and he gave me this thing from some guy that came through, who's proud of organizing some smaller con, I guess, called the Northwest Comic Con, I think, and it's going to be in Bellevue on September 19th, and it's going to be in Portland on October 17th. So I'm going to give these folks a ring and see how much their tables are. Those also one-day shows. I would much rather do something like that, and maybe hang on and see how much Rose City is going to be, because if Rose City is, it's reasonable, that's a 3-day show. I can bring a gang of stuff down there.
Rose City is, as I don't want to say growing up, I was already adult, but as I was really getting into indies, Rose City was always one of those special variants that you could get every year, depending on what titles you were after. But there were always Rose City Comic Con variants that came out every year.
Yeah.
That I, as a Michigan boy, used to covet.
You still have some of those Rose City variants?
I don't think so. I have some odd little variants, but as I just purged so much of my collection, I don't think I saved too many of those.
Just save the gems. Yeah, those convention exclusives, man. I think they're kind of overrated. I mean, because they charge so much for them, and sometimes they'll hold their value, but a lot of times, it's like, there'll be another one next year, and it's not super special unless it's some kind of a significance, So
there was another one, and I don't know if they do these anymore, but there was a couple retailer conventions that they would have throughout. Comics Pro was one where they would bring just Diamond would sponsor them. They would bring just the retailers to these things, give them ultra rare copies of books. I think there's only 10 copies of a Mickey Mouse book that was given out at one. Anyway, I think what happened is when people got, they have weird books like that, all of a sudden that drove the value, and then it was an inflated value. And when people realized that they weren't really worth all of that, then people stopped carrying it again after they'd been ripped off.
That's
gotta get ripped off. Then the fad passes. Gotta buy 200 Spears blind bags.
Oh, God Almighty! Yeah,
and then the fad passes.
And then the fad passes. Yeah. So we learn, we live and we learn. We pay too much for something. My experience was a New York City Venom exclusive that some guy was telling me. He was like, it's gonna keep going. If I pick $75 for it, I'm lucky if I can get 25 for it. Lucky. I'll be damn lucky if I can get. I'll consider it a win. So plus I don't even like Venom that much. So I bought some shit that I didn't really like that much because I thought it was going to be, valuable. It was a cool cover, and live and learn. You're lucky. So there's that. All right. Oh, anywho,
I may have an example of one of those books a little later in the evening.
Oh, really? Yeah. You still own?
No, that I just bought.
Oh, even more better. That's awesome. A current example of it. That's cool. All right, let's shout this lovely chat who we got here. And leading off and playing center field is TN Comics Plus. I get those mixed up sometimes. How you doing, my friend? Space Case. Hello to you, sir. Good to see you. 80s guy. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah. And Disco Demolition, yes, man. I wonder if some of y'all know that about Disco Demolition. Demolition, I should say.
Oh,
did you catch it?
Did that happen after Disco Duck was released? It
was 79, so I bet it did. I bet it did because it was coming the end of disco. Well, no, disco into the 80s, didn't it?
Well, just into
barely.
Because I would think Disco Duck would help fan the flames that then brought about what you witnessed.
Yeah. I mean, it was by that point, there was a lot of animosity toward disco for various reasons. Did you catch the couple that scaled the Empire State Building today?
I heard
this very day, and climbed to the tip of the antenna, and they lived. Crazy.
Did they? Were they getting engaged? I don't.
Oh God, that'd just be the
My
stupidest
sister,
thing.
my sister told me this, and she wondered because of the way they were dressed if they were getting engaged up there. I don't know.
I mean, maybe it was a gender reveal. That's the only thing worse than some shit like that. Yay!
Yeah, he proposed as 80s guy. Yeah. Oh, they got married.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they
Wow!
got married and then went straight to jail.
Straight to jail, honeymoon in jail.
Yep.
Well, that could be
Birthday.
What was that?
I mean, pick your poison, but I can see doing something similarly crazy, although maybe not as death-defying.
Wow!
Then I would still say, it's worth a week in jail and a fine. Okay,
I guess. But
I'm in.
So they scaled it Spider-Man King Kong style and just went straight to the top from base to tip.
That's what I hear.
Insane. But in the way that.
Oh, they might have got up there from the observation deck and kept on going.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Oh,
I don't know.
Any clown can get on the observation deck and climb the antenna. Anybody can do that.
If Harry Met Sally means anything, then those bars are curved inward, so it makes them hard to get around and kick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that part of that movie. Yeah. Yeah, but man, either way, I mean, climbing anything like that is, it's a foolhardy thing. If you want to do it, God bless. Good luck with all of that. They're professional clowns. Of course. What's up, Dan? Yeah, of course.
Used to getting arrested.
That's another part of, being a professional climber.
Doing it in dress shoes. That's the hard thing.
And there's that Avery Label guy again. Steve Dahl. You up on Steve Dahl? You ever heard of him?
Yes, but
because he's Midwestern, but I wasn't sure if he reached as far as Detroit, that kind of a thing. But he was very big. Him and Steve and Gary, after that disco thing, and him and Gary got a talk show, and they just went.
Well, it was him that made me think of Rick Dees.
Rick Dees, yes, Disco Duck. So, yeah. Rick Dees was also a DJ. Yeah, that's true. Disco Duck. Oh God. Oh my God. All right. Hey, what's up, crazy ass Larry? Tea time, my friend. Yes, it is. Yerba mate today. Oh, no, it's not yerba mate. Matcha. Hey, look at it. Is my man. What is up, Willie? Man, so glad to see you, sir. And of course,
don't do it, man. Not with that money.
For the love of God, don't do it, man. Don't do it. But good to see you. Good to see you as always. Rick Monday tackled a dude trying to burn the flag. I remember that too, Space Case. Rick Monday played for the Cubs. They got him from I remember this shit so well. They got him from the Oakland A's, and then he was playing for the Cubs when he did that brave save of Old Glory. Just ran by, the guy was trying to strike a match to burn the flag. Rick was playing center field. He scooped it up with his glove and just, took it on. And then the guy came and got arrested, and Old Glory lived to fight another day. And after that, he was traded to the Dodgers, where he went on to much more fame and became their announcer to this day. Don't you know? Old man Rick Monday. As the lovely Janet. Hey, I know he's having an episode with our little buddy Izzy. Hey, hi, sweetie, how you doing? Biopic. Well, if you can find somebody who is interested in funding it, I'll gladly be the historian for it.
I'll take it in comic book form.
Okay. My dad and his brother had tickets to the second game of the doubleheader. They were Tigers fans. Only the second game.
Oh.
Spoiler alert. Good news, bad news. There was no second game, but the Tigers were credited with a win by default because, as they said at the end of the video, they just ruled against the league was so mad at the Sox for doing that shit. They probably no, it's a loss for you. Screw it. So I can get Amtrak from East Lansing to Chicago. Oh, really now?
Yeah.
Oh.
It takes just as long to drive, and without the traffic.
Oh hell! Why would you drive?
Right.
I wish I'd known that. Well, I was going to. They won't get me near the Motor City show, will it? That's in Novi. That's
different. Yeah, but East Lansing is where I take it from. I think a line does run from Motor City to Chicago, but I think it's East Lansing right here where I'm at. Takes a 5-hour trip, just as long to drive, and it drops me off at Union Station, I believe is what it's called, right? Union Station.
Yeah. Downtown Union Station, I'll be doggone. Well, I was usually bringing I was setting up with stuff for the sale, so I couldn't have taken the train. So I guess I had to drive anyway. But just as a visitor, that's good to know. Yeah. Hey, who is this? Fish Gills. Fish Gills. What's up? I think I got your package today. Didn't have time to go through it. I was coming home with it. I will talk about that next week. So here's a teaser. There's some dope shit he sent me in the email, in the mail, I should say, in the snail mail. So I'm going to talk about that later. Teaser. Thanks for sending that, Fish Gills. I appreciate you. What else we got? What else? I think that's maybe everyone. Everyone so far. Yes, it is. And as Dan says, Ann Arbor, Michigan depot would be like 30-minute drive from Novi. Oh, okay. Ann Arbor. Janet and I went to Ann Arbor once. Yeah, Ann Arbor's that's just where the big house is, right?
Yes.
That's just your arch enemy.
University of Michigan. Yeah, there are depends on the sport.
Frenemies, yeah. Not so much. One of those like, oh, I hate them, guard, death to them, the kind of people.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so that's the name of that tune. That's your opening chit chat and historical stuff about disco, more than you ever want to know, most likely. And I'm gonna just do my stuff I picked up, which ain't that much. I was down at the I didn't go, only went to one shop today, and saw Frank. He was there manning the store, the soldier that he is. So stuff I picked up, all continuing things except for one book, except for last week's penultimate book. Continuing is number 16 of Minor Arcana, one of my favorites. And it's going to be very, very sad to say goodbye to Minor Arcana because I'm going to have to cut it off at some point because it's an ongoing. And I can't keep collecting ongoings.
Is it kind of dripping out, or is it regularly appearing?
It's he's taking, he's doing like 5-issue arcs and then taking a break. He's like 5, take a break. 5, take a break. It's not missing like a lot of the sick tick is pretty much, that's sporadic. The sick tick is just like, well, it might be out next month, it might not be out next month. And some of the other books are, but it's pretty regular.
Okay.
The Dead Man from the comedy team, I just say, W. Maxwell Prince and company, who are behind Ice Cream Man, number 2 of that. First one was very good.
I didn't know that was out. Here I am reaching for my notebook.
Yeah, you are. Reach for your notebook. Yeah. Oh man, I think I shall. Thank you, sir. All right. Ordained. This is a 3-issue, number 3 of a 3-issue series. Looking like Colin Farrell more and more on the cover. So more and more and more and more. This is the guy that they're gonna get to play that priest. And the last one is last week's penultimate book, which I was going to try to read beforehand, but it's kind of long, so it gives you a money's worth. It looks, I just thumbed through it. It looked pretty good. It's Killer Influences, about the online influencer who decides to somehow, I don't know, get involved with a serial killer or something like that to document it. Not sure what's going to, I'm going to like mischaracterize it, but something like that, something to do with a serial killer and an online influencer. And what else do you need to know other than that? So that's plenty. So not a lot of stuff. This might be a pretty quick show. I mean, there was 11 items on the pre-screened already. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one who takes notes. You take copious notes, don't you? Oh, look at you. Yeah.
Well, I just have a note-taking app, and when it's like, oh, I got to go look for that, there it is. Pull up the LCS list. What were those books I was supposed to remember that Lorenzo made me buy?
This man is very good at his job here. He's very good, very, very, very studious. Oh yeah, the curated list of items is like 11 long, so that's probably going to be the most of the thing there. But I got a couple things for what's good, but well, you'll see. So we just showed my stuff, so now we're ready for what's good, I think, right? So let's go for the what's good intro. Now you got some stuff.
I do.
Some original stuff here.
I do.
Which is, I'll let you go first because you're the feature.
Thanks. So I think it was you. The show that alerted me to the fact that Matt Kint is returning to Mind Management, and that has always been one of my favorite series of all time. Certainly from Matt Kint, though. So those books finally came in. There are two versions, though. This was weird. The second print came out on the same day as the first print. And here's how you can tell. This is the first print.
Okay.
This is a die-cut cover, by the way. We're looking through into the first page of the book. But here is the second print. And if you'll notice the word sellout at the top. Under the now, that's really odd that a second print comes out on the same day as the first. And the LCS people, I'm the one who alerted them to the fact that this was what had gone on. I think the only one who ordered the second print. Pre-order your books. Anyway, they did a little research, and it's because of whatever went on with Diamond. That's why they were released ultimately on the same day. I think because the first print ultimately was delayed, and they released because of Diamond stuff, and they released it on the day that the second print had been originally scheduled to be released. So having said that, so there's two versions. Look closely at your covers. But I also bought a one of one of that book. And this is a hand-drawn sketch cover by Matt Kint. And it's kind of mixed media, you can see.
Yeah.
He has kind of, I'm trying to let the light hit it.
Yeah. Is it like he pasted something on there?
Yeah, it's mixed media. He did something with, let's take here, let me see if I can tell. Yeah, okay. I don't know why. He was just correcting. This from, I'll trace it. This is entirely pasted over whatever is underneath. It's like he wanted to correct something behind it. I don't know. Nonetheless, and here I am getting my hands all over this original art.
It makes it better.
This is the Mind Management New and Improved #1 Cover F Incentive 1 in 250 Matt Kint original art sketch variant. So knowing Matt Kint, there are 250 of these, and every one of them is different.
Oh my God! How did you get that? That was in the store?
It was hanging on the wall, and I just by happen to chance, if it hadn't taken them in a minute to ring me out, I wouldn't have had time to notice it up on the wall right behind them. Then I went, "Whoa!" I said, "What's that?" And I just said, "I'll take it." I didn't even see.
You didn't see what the price was?
Yeah.
Just wrap that shit up. I'll take it.
So here then is the back cover.
Oh, wow. Oh, also it's actually a blank cover that he took and tricked out himself.
I haven't gone back to look at the original solicitations, but I'll bet you there was a blank cover that was originally solicited, and he just got 250 of them and made them his own.
That's beautiful, man. Holy shit. Was it super expensive?
It was $149. It is not the first piece of original art that I have from Matt Kint.
Whoa. It's not the first?
No, he did this before on another book. I can't remember. Bang, #1.
Oh,
a series
I love
from
Bang.
him.
Yeah,
and it had original art covers as well. One of those variants was an original art cover.
Oh.
I had one of, I think I still have that. I don't remember. So,
yeah, it does kind of look like the wheat paste used to use the sticky paste that a certain kid used to always eat in school. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's always some kid, right?
And then just a quick shout out. Department of Truth recently came out. And I'm still buying, but still stacking Matt Fraction.
That fraction.
And that's it.
Wow, that's enough.
I need to stay away from the comic shop now for several months.
See what you're doing, you're buying quality over quantity, and that's the way it should be.
Well, what I was going to say earlier is like, because we were talking about buying big money books that we now regret because they're worth $10. But I also think of it, and it's a trope now, but it's like buy what you like, because in a way, 10 years from now, when that's worth $10, I'm not going to mind that I paid $150 for original Man Art Kit because I like having it in my collection.
Dude, Matt Kent, I can't see not being one of the greats in comics. I mean, I know he's been around for a little bit, does not get all the accolades he deserves. He's one of the best writers, in my opinion.
That Mind Management book is the first thing I ever read by him, and I have to read it in doses because it just messes with my mind and I can't think right in the real world as I put the book down and go out about my real world. Try to do it. Read Mind Management, the original volume.
The original, yeah. And every volume was good. I got a subsequent volume that I didn't even know was not the original. And I read it like, oh, this is pretty good. I didn't even, not have a lack of understanding for what had happened before. It was such a good, complete series, just standing on his own. My old friend did a wheat paste for a few music venues around town. She hung the concert posters. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's an old school art too.
Yeah,
like
stick it on
the wall, squeegee it down. Yeah. That's some old school stuff too, man. Amazing, good stuff, man. That's great, man. Well, what do I have for my what's good this week? Oh yeah, first thing is. The first thing is a new thing. The rest of them are stuff I was digging through my stuff to find old stuff. I found some old stuff to talk about. So the new thing is from IPI Comics. It looks super duper indie, but I got it through what do you call it? My comic shop.
Oh, okay.
It's called The Matron. The Matron #1 from IPI Comics. You heard of this?
No.
Oh, who is it? The Matron is created by David Bowles and Drew Edwards, and the art written by David Bowles and Drew Edwards, art and ink by Monica Gallagher, color by Harry Saxon, lettering by Stephen Koch. Okay, so Koch. Okay. This is a thing that it begins like in Austin and not Austin, Acusa's, Texas, I want to say, in February of 2021. So it doesn't actually come to the present day per se, but it's like the present day ish. There's this woman working a diner down in Texas, and a news report comes on saying that this is the 40th anniversary of this popular horrible thing that happened here years ago. This mass murder caused by this creature, or this woman they can't quite figure out is a creature from hell or a human being called the Matron. And this happened 40 years ago, and there was like this sheriff who was like he became a big hero for killing that family, who was like a bunch of, I think, cannibals. And the woman working at the diner, she freezes and starts pouring coffee on a guy's lap because she was actually involved in that thing. Turns out she was at this event where the matron, that's like, for some odd reason, the people in the house who were like associated, the matron was associated with those people in the shack where the police had surrounded and were shooting. They shot all the other people. The matron comes out in full Michael Myers gear, wielding a giant axe, and somehow the matron is like from another world or something, because it can really like block the bullets, like Cap does with his shield. So she does it with the axe head. She's like coming and fucking people up. and she gets somehow she gets shot by this hero cop, and then there's like she burst into flames somehow. I don't know what happened. Maybe she was soaked in gas. I don't know. And the friction of the bullet hit her. So they flash forward to the future, the present, being the future being the present for us, I guess, in 1921. And these girls are in a dorm. They're talking about how they should be enemies, but they're not, because one is a descendant of the family that was with the matron, and one is a descendant of the family of the cop. So they should be natural enemies because that cop, killed that whole family who was like hiding the matron. And then we go back again to the past where we see this woman who was a waitress back, when she was a little girl, I guess, and these thugs are going to do horrible things to her and also rob their house. And then the matron comes out and kills them all. So, and somehow this woman, because he flashed back to the time. It's kind of confusing in the timeline here. I don't know if I'm losing people here, but it's kind of confusing me as well. But the timeline is a little bit confusing. So when the matron burst into flame back into the original encounter with the hero cop, the little girl picks up the mask, a la Michael Myers and shit, and she becomes, I guess, the matron. And that's going to be like the next issue where she's like, she's putting the stuff on her face and she got her eyes rolled back and she's looking all crazy and shit. And she is the matron now. This is not the greatest comic book in the world. I mean, I bring up the what's good. It's just like, there's such intent here. It's such, I don't know, there's such devotion to this whole gig about the matron and all that stuff. There's like a text thing in the right after the story ends, talking about the secret origin of the matron. It's like about 3 pages of prose that talk about that. So it's like, oh my God, this is like what we lack in backstory you can make up for in just reading. Oh my God, I'm sorry, it's 4 pages.
Is that near the back of the book?
In the back of the book is where she's like, putting on the makeup of the matron and shit like that. And then they show like a little bit of, only a tiny bit is devoted to the process by Monica Gallagher and her artwork. They show a bit of that, but a whole bunch is devoted to like Meat is Murder, a brief history of cannibalism in genre films by Drew Edwards. So they decided to go like full, thesis mode with this stuff, man. And it was like, there's like more prose than there is actual artwork in here almost, because it's like a whole thing is talking about the history of cannibalism. And I guess I mentioned that the matron's family were a bunch of cannibals too, but didn't I meant to? They were, and the rest is pretty much devoted to like upcoming books from IPI Comics. So I do like a lot of stuff about it. Like this one, this Sherlock Holmes Dark Detective. And maybe they call me Midnight. Those might be I might be interested in at some point, or someone might be interested in at those. And that Sherlock Holmes one, Sherlock Holmes is always a good thing to have because that's in the public domain. You can do what you want with that. It's kind of like Robin Hood, and things like that. So this might be AI art. I'm not sure. Well, it looks spooky and shit like that. So I don't know. Give it a chance, maybe. We'll see. But anyway, The Matron from IPI Comics. If you can find it, might be something you like, might not. I don't know. But it's a tribute.
Tell me again where you found that. Was that listed on My Comic Shop, or did you find that on your rack? Okay.
Yeah, this is My Comic Shop. Like,
okay,
that's odd. I'll take a chance on that for $3.86. Sure. What the hell? I'll take a flyer on that. Not the worst thing I've ever read. Not the best, but it's like.
Sometimes I like to look at that stuff just to see, think of through the editor's eyes. I want to see their ads. I want to see their editorial. I want to see their letters page or their back matter. So. Yeah. I mean, just to see what's going on with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I miss my man, Mike DeBradley. What's up, Mike? What's happening? And there's Jenny. Hi. So many fireworks here today. Oh, you ain't seen nothing. This is another reason this is not my favorite holiday, Phil.
I'm reminded now. I'm going to have to be mindful of the cats and the noise.
Yeah, the cats, animals don't like that. And people, I thought we escaped that when we left Chicago. We had some people in Chicago, man, next door neighbors, and it was just like being in war-torn Beirut for like a week. They were just like bam, 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 all and then the fourth, all is from sun up to literally 3:00 in the morning, and you would come out the next morning, you just smell the gunpowder in the air and see all the fucking shit on the ground. Like, patriotism comes at a price.
Yeah,
that price is noise and litter.
People put their eye out.
Oh yeah, all right. That's why I see the accidents. People like you getting impaled by rockets and. A little bit less sympathy than some folks might have for them. You're like, yeah, well, you should have been fucking with that. You're playing with bombs. This is not a toy.
Is that they put out the Darwin Awards every year. That's kind of
yes.
Like Darwin nominees.
Darwin nominees everywhere. Everywhere, man. I mean, all over the place. You didn't have to hold that bomb in your hand and light it with a cigar, did you? But you did. But you did, didn't you? Because you thought it was cool, didn't you? This is called Canada Day. Okay. Happy Canada Day. Yay. Nice to hear the live stream while I watch Heroes. Good to see you, Jenny. All right. I'm a hero. Yeah, save the cheerleaders. The cheerleader. That too. All right. Next thing is stuff from the past. The distant past? No, your past. Ebenezer Scrooge. This is one you may know about, Phil, or
yes, I do.
Mr. Jungle.
Certainly, I know that book.
Roaring Rick's Rabbit Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
You know about this, huh? Oh man,
Rick Veitch, right?
Rick Veitch.
Am I saying that right? Yes.
I'm not sure if it's Veitch or Veitch. I'm saying Vetch at one point. So it might be
one of those things you only ever read and you never hear the word said aloud. So
until I hear Mr. Veitch or Vetch say it himself, I don't know what it is. So I don't know. But I'm going to keep mispronouncing it. Please forgive me. And it is by Rick Veitch, or maybe you say Veitch, and Dave Sim also makes an appearance in here. And this is like Hayden Panettiere.
Actually, it's Vaiche. I'm just Vaiche.
Oh my God! Yeah. And this is what I can. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Phil. This is a collection of his dreams and stuff he remembers from his dreams. Is that correct?
I can't say I remember that, but it's been so long.
Oh, it's been a minute. Yeah.
I'm trying to think how Rick Veitch or Vaiche ever even crossed my path back in the day. I think it had something to do with his association with Alan Moore on some title.
What they do together?
But this is also when those guys were doing all kinds of their own like weird self-published stuff. Rarebit Fiends may be an example. It just seems like there was a community of indie artists or creators back then. John Tuttlebin, Stephen Bissett, that were kind of part of a community outside what we would have thought is the norm, and that would have been an example of when that crowd kind of scratched the mainstream for a moment.
Yeah. I want to say he worked with he didn't do Nexus. That was Steve Rude and Steve Barron.
Yes,
a couple of Steves. Yes. Yeah, that did that. But he did a lot of other. I must say he did something that involved hot rods or something like that. He did Marvel stuff too, didn't he? I mean, he's worked for a lot of people. And
his claim to fame was Nexus.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it was Steve Rude.
Steve Rude and Barron. That was their big thing. Yeah, Nexus. Yeah. But I've seen Vaiche do a whole bunch of different stuff. He's done like Marvel stuff, I want to say.
So he did Swamp Thing for DC, I think.
Yeah, DC. I think he's a mainstream artist, and he's damn good. And he's so.
Yes, yeah.
He's damn good. Yes.
Yeah.
And he draws these dreams. I remember, stuff from my dreams too. Like, if you don't write them down, you'll never fucking remember them because they're gone. Like, it seems, to me at least, they seem so real and vivid when they happen. But then if you don't write them down, you say, oh yeah, that didn't make sense, but this is the way it happened. You remember it vividly in the order that it happened. I was telling Jen about one of mine the other night, and I just had to explain them, and this happened, that happened. But oh yeah, I remember now. But he remembers it so vividly. I don't know if he writes it down or he draws it immediately. And he's such a hard-working artist. Like on the back, it has like a parody of the old, the thing you used to have on the back of the old Silver Age books. What the artist is working at his desk, and he's just like asleep at his desk because he's working so damn hard. He's dreaming. My dreams in a comic book you couldn't put on the shelf. Yeah, you could. You couldn't sell them maybe in a mainstream comic shop. You have to sell them on the in a brown paper bag or something like that. In this not safe for work bag, but yeah, I totally hear you. And he illustrates all this stuff so wonderfully in his own style. It's all in black and white, but it's magnificently done. And he says some of the famous people he dreams about is Marilyn Monroe, Roy Lichtenstein, I.M. Pye, Bridget Bardot, Booty Rogers? Like, who the hell is Booty Rogers? Boody Rogers, Don Van Viet, Sophia Loren, Bob Dylan, and Toulouse-Lautrec. That's among just to name a few. And look at the fucking detail he puts into this gym shoe and stuff, man. He's just such a really great artist. And this series goes, I think, 10. At least I have 10 copies. Somehow I bought it might be the entire run of Rarebit Fiends. I've got number 2 I haven't gotten to yet. Number 3, I had these books for years. I'm just now getting to them. Of course, now I gotta get rid of them.
Boy, I remember all those covers. Yeah.
Okay, it's number 4. He does all. This is all him. This is all Rick, and he's doing this, I think, in his own time. But he still got to pay his bills, right?
Yeah.
So he's doing other stuff for other people while he's still doing this 10-issue series. It's like his baby that he's still doing, right?
Well, I think that was also back in the day where creators' rights were a big thing. They had the Creators' Bill of Rights. Marvel and DC were just evil because they were all work for hire. They had people leaving and doing their own stuff. So that might have been part of the culture back then as well.
Yeah. I think I mispronounced his name, Tien. Looks like Booty. Oh, of course, Daniel says he's a cartoonist. Bodie Rogers is a cartoonist. Okay. I like Booty better.
Yeah, I want to go watch Booty on stage with his guitar and his friends at the local bar.
Yes, right. All right, so eventually I'm going to finish all these. They are, my God, they are so complex. I was barely able to finish number 1. I didn't get a chance to read a lot this week for some reason. There's always a reason, right? Yeah, Robert Fiends. You can find those, and I bet you can. This is you love dream stuff, which I love stuff like that. So you might want to pick that up. Last thing is, damn it, the subject of well, it wasn't the subject of, but it was the thing that I used for my example of a duel. Is this is a Nerd Inferno. This is the best of milk and cheese, or some of the best of milk and cheese.
That explains your Monday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm thinking, duos. Oh boy, do I have a duo I want to draw.
That was wonderful.
I wish I had it. I meant to have it to show, but I don't have it right now. With the milk and cheese anthology here, and part of it, most of it is in black and white. It's by Evan Dorkin, who is the creator of that, and this is a collection. I'm probably going to have to. Do you have this collection?
I do not.
You not? Oh well.
No, I don't. No.
Okay, that thing, it is huge, man. Like a doorstop, for real. Well, this may be headed your way then, because I don't think I can take this with me, but I do love it.
It kind of reminds me. It's one thing I've never purchased for myself is that huge phone book of the entire Bone series by Jeff Smith.
Oh my God!
Have you
Yeah,
ever read that?
I have not read it.
Yeah, me either.
I got like the original. The first few issues is like that thick.
Okay,
the first volume. Yeah, I maybe able to bring it up, but this is just. I'm gonna bring so many big books with me on the plane, but this has got almost every. I don't know if this is everything, but it says the essential Evan Dorkin. So it's everything that he wants you to see. That's good. And if those of y'all who don't know what about milk and cheese, as he calls them, dairy products gone bad in more ways than one, they wreak havoc wherever they go. It's just like
forgot that.
they're these like cute little lovable characters that just like end up tearing shit down, burning shit up. Milk and cheese. And it shows his evolution of the characters, like from the early strips. I guess this is the first milk and cheese strip. It becomes simple to where he comes full circle, and it becomes way more complex, and even has like color work in the back in his more recent endeavors. But this is just, if you love you're into cartoonists, people who call themselves cartoonists who do everything. For the most part, there's some cartoonists who have assistants too, but most cartoonists, that means that you're working alone, that you're doing everything. This is your baby. You're doing everything yourself, and that's a lot of damn work. It takes up a lot of time. And this guy is one of the best. He's one of my favorites, and it's just too much here to go into. But I'm only halfway through it. Half a third of the way through it right there. My marker is right there. But what I've been enjoying so far has been amazing. So, yeah, the comic. This is right. This says it all right there. So, fun with milk and cheese. Dairy products gone bad. The essential Evan Dorkin Nerd Inferno. This is a $35 book, US, 45 Canadian. So it's fairly pricey. Maybe you can get a discount. Sometimes my comic shop has them on sale. You can have like they give like maybe 20% off for books like this, trades or graphic novels. So they still give a discount even though they're you're not pre-ordering them. So because they want to move them, that's probably the reason. But they ordered a bunch of them. But yeah, that's your kind of abbreviated what's good for this evening, and thank you very much. What's up there, Willie? Nice book. I have some single milk and cheese. I may have one or two like buried back here. This is where I found the Robert Friends thing. The stuff in the house is like goes back farther. This is stuff I brought from Chicago. The stuff in the Honeycomb Hideout back there is mostly more recent, but there's a lot more of it. That's probably why it's just filled up, slowly. But I got I got counted 20 boxes in here, 20 or 22 boxes in the house. The rest of them out there is probably like easily double that. Easily double that. So easily. So I got my work cut out for me at somebody's show coming up or something. So yeah, let's talk about that. About those new comics for next week. The curated list that I mentioned before. Leading off. Oh, we're moving. Are we moving? Let's be still. Leading off is going to be something from Exquisite Corpses. World Tree. The World. I don't know when the World Tree is going to be coming to. It's at number 21, and it's kind of like in that dead zone where nobody is paying attention except the hardcore fans. I have to catch up. I'm like about 2 or 3 books behind on it. But anyway, the first thing is Exquisite Corpses. Rascal Randy, Rascally Randy fellow. Who, if you're haven't read the end of Exquisite Corpses yet, Randy gets away. Or we think he gets away. Oh. Thought he was dead, but Rascal Randy is not dead yet. The Cottontail Exquisite Corpses killer gets a spinoff origin story. Maybe it's a flashback. Maybe he didn't get away. Who knows? Maybe I'm lying. The sleepy little town of Aurora Springs, New York, has exactly one claim to fame. It's the birthplace of Rascal Randy. Not the man in the suit. The man has never mattered. He was no one until he put the mascot head on for the first time, until he felt the life leave someone's body through the thickly furred gloves of the suit. No, Aurora Springs is the birthplace of Rascal Randy, the rabbit, who once upon a time was poised to become the greatest animated character this country has ever seen, until greed and tragedy changed his trajectory forever. Now, before the events of Exquisite Corpses Season 1, they got big plans for Exquisite Corpses, y'all. It's just this will be probably at least 3 seasons. Witness the final murder spree of the iconic killer as chaos hops into town with buck teeth bared and ears flopping, and secret sordid history of Rascal Randy is finally revealed. Oh, you Randy fellows, you. Tyler Boss is writing it. Dylan Burnett is the artist. Okay. So cover artist is Dylan Burnett. The Tyler Boss is variant. Looks like kind of like a almost like a what do they call those things? The books, the design variants, I want to say, where you just show how the character was mapped out.
Yes, design variant. Boy, it's been a while since I've heard that one.
I know, right?
I've only ever known Marvel to do that, though.
Marvel is known for doing that. It's one of the things that I did like about Marvel. I'm one of the few people that like design variants. You know, a lot of people don't really care one way or another. But I kind of like them because it's kind of like, I guess, inside baseball, so to speak. And who's this? Michael Walsh. Interesting. Like it. Oh, of course, there's a ton of them, right? The stealth variant. The photo. It's a photo. Okay, so there's no attribution to who did it. It's a total photo. Okay. It looks like was it? Like a very creepy mascot.
Yeah, it's the completely black background that got my attention.
Yeah, so I thought it was illustration at first. Javier 1 in 25. Javier Pulido. Oh God. That's Pez Spencer. No, Pez, man. Pez is not really meant to be eaten. I mean, Pez is like this. It's kind of like the gum and the baseball card, packs. It's not really for human consumption.
Yeah, it's just there to hold the card up.
Yeah. Riley Rossmo. Surprise! I'm out of my suit. Oh no! Get back in the suit, Randy. You're Randy Roscoe. You 1 in 100. Brett Bean. Brett Bean is and rightfully so. Brett Bean is pretty hot right now, I think. I'll go out on a limb and say that. Brett Bean is pretty hot because of well, one, because if he's an amazing cartoonist, and two, because of Dorks. There's a lot of these, man. I guess Animosity Comics. San Diego Comic-Con 2026, Carlos Velez Virgin variant. Oh yeah, that's bordering on copyright infringement there. That's nice.
Oh yeah,
that's where I live. Yeah, that's up, folks. Bird City, Trish Forstner, Corn, Follow the Leader, homage variant. Oh, okay. Oh wow, that's trippy. There's a lot of good covers you can see here.
That's who's the publisher? Image, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that a large number of variants for an Image book?
I bet Exquisite Corpses #1 probably had an equal amount. It kind of is, but keep in mind also that your blind bag a Battle Beast was also an Image book, so that's a shit ton of books right there. So yeah, they're not averse to having a lot of the sinister smile inside of the happy smile of the mascot is always a thing that kind of like gives you pause, so to speak. Gives me pause at least. I like this one. This is
It's kind of neat. I like that's a blacklight poster.
It is. Final Order Comics / High Horse Comics / Limited Comics / Slabber's Comics. Ryan G. Brown, Virgin Variant. Woo! Finally, the artist gets the last billing on here. Is Ryan G. Brown is the artist. Okay, that's nice. Thank you, Ryan G. Brown. And there's another couple more because there's a ton of them here. Haha, you wish. Haha, you wish. Giant Segura, the Incredible Hulk, number 340 homage, foil Virgin Variant. Haha, you wish. Who's in the reflection there? Oh, that's one of the other contestants. One of the other contestants from Exquisite Corpses. That's what that is. With the never gets old Hulk 340 reference homage. All right, so y'all get the idea. Y'all that want to get that book, you're gonna get it, and I probably will too because I don't know. I'm a glutton for pain. Next up is as we pass by the seasons, number 11, which is going strong and doing pretty well, is Do a Powerbomb Black and White, number 1. This is from
Is it a reprint? Just in black and white?
Good question, sir. I think it may be a whole different run.
Okay.
See what it says here. Lana Steelrose wants to be a pro wrestler, but she's living under the shadow of her mother, the best to ever do it. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Everything changes when a wrestling obsessed necromancer asks her to join the grandest pro wrestling tournament of all time, which is also the most dangerous. This action-packed Eisner Award-winning story is now presented in an all-new black and white format, collecting the first 2 issues of the original series. To the top rope we go. So just the first 2 issues, and it's 48 pages of the first 2 issues, is $6, $5.99. Okay, I mean, I love Daniel Warren Johnson's work. It's amazing, of course. This is, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I love the story enough to just buy a reprint of issue numbers 1 and 2. But I can just go ahead and read the copies I already got. You know, if you didn't have it, maybe they might spur you on to buy the whole, a trade or something like that. That's cool. That's a lot of goddamn work.
Unless it's their own version of kind of like an artist edition, or.
But it's normal size, or just your normal,
Yeah.
your normal size book. I mean, it feels like like you're saying, artist edition, coffee table size or something, or at least magazine size.
Those are huge.
Mm-hmm.
Got to buy a bookcase with those when you buy the book.
Yeah, I would rather buy the 1 through 5 or 6, I think was however many it went, in that size than I would buy this right here, even though this is cheaper than that. But I already got this, except it's not in black and white. I just want, if you just want to like look at the intricacies of the artwork of Daniel Warren Johnson, which some people might, and maybe they're just trying to capitalize on that right now. Vintage Japanese Wrestling Mag variant. Oh, now you got something. This is all by him. I was lucky enough to get some of those little like ash can sized books that I don't know if he. It does look fun, but I already got that series. So, but if you don't have that series, you might want to get this. And this cover looks pretty dope right here too. Daniel Warren Johnson has these little. This is a man that just loved to draw all the time. He's got these he loves wrestling. So he's got these little ash cans he's made with the wrestling and sci-fi stories into them. Some of them are just like standalone stories without even any text. It's a bunch of cool shit. That stuff I'm definitely keeping because it's small, and it's Daniel Warren Johnson. He signed most of them. So I got them, like, holy shit, this guy's going to be a fucking legend. And he signed, I got these little books that he, pretty much gave me, for like a pittance, and they're signed and stuff. So, yeah, I would snag this variant in a heartbeat. Yeah, hey, that's what I'm saying. They made just for you, Dan. Yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't say that I wouldn't get this if I wasn't. Yes, it is. It's a reprint of the first 2 issues of that series, which is an amazing series. It's one of the best series of that year when it came out. So if you don't have this, or if you just want to get some more of his art, which is dope as hell, and you can see more stuff in the black and white, the original art, than you can with the color process and all that. But nonetheless, it's good shit. Yeah, this is. I don't understand a thing, but the Japanese covers look cool as hell. I don't understand a thing that's on them. They do. Like, whoa, yeah. The characters look like like illustrations and stuff. So, but
at first I thought that was a Paul Pope book. Some of his books kind of did that too, but yeah, it just kind of was like, what's in here?
Yeah, I know. Or as 80s guy would say, Paul Nope. Not a fan of Paul Pope.
No.
He's not a fan of Paul Pope. Yeah, I like a lot of his stuff, but I had a Paul Pope book on it.
I just remember him being all the rage back when Rick Vieche was doing stuff.
Yeah. He's from that school, from the Rick Vieche school of comics. All right. So that's going to be coming out, and for those of y'all who remember the good stuff that was coming out of Distillery when they were we all had such high hopes, for Distillery. White Boat is going to wrap up. I don't know if you pulled this or not, but White Boat, that was one of the better books to come out of.
Did that not debut ages ago?
Oh,
I have issue 1 and variants of. That's how long ago that's come out. I have that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Now you can, if you want to, you can go back and read it.
It's like it came out yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm gonna have to read it. I just remember the vague concept of it is that this guy got on this boat that transcends time and space, and it's just like this trippy thing. The hit series from acclaimed team behind Detective Comics and Night of the Ghoul comes to, Night of the Ghoul. That's Francesco Francavilla. That's a book. Oh God. How'd you mention that? How'd you mention that name? I mean, think about that book. Comes to its dramatic conclusion. After learning the dark secrets of the mysterious island, Lee is left to decide if he wants to join these cosmic cultists or make a break for freedom. But when he's unwilling to leave his metamorphic monster of a brother behind, he will have to make a fateful decision that might save their necks but doom the entire planet. White Boat reunites Scott Snyder, the visionary writer who redefined comic book dread with witches and introduced Batman into a terrifying cerebral era, reunites with modern noir master Francesco Francavilla for a white-knuckle descent into Lovecraftian maritime madness. Every single issue from Distillery is presented in our perfect bound prestige format, featuring wraparound covers with spot gloss on robust cover stock, complemented by 48 pages of exquisite interior stock. It's the Distillery difference. Damn right it is. People don't appreciate that shit either. For fans of Hereditary, The Host, Jurassic Park, and the Island of Dr. Moreau, don't you know? And Scott Snyder. I meant to Scott Snyder? Mm-hmm.
Just thanking Mark the Shark for stopping by.
Oh, who's that? Mark the Shark? Hey, Mark the Shark. Hey, first time subscriber. Hey, good to see you. Welcome. I've been watching for a while. Okay, that's okay. Continue the good work, bro. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for stopping by.
I actually saw Snyder about a month or two ago at Motor City Comic Con.
Yeah.
My gosh, that guy was swamped.
Oh, I bet he was. I can see, I forgot to talk about that at the beginning of the show, but I can see Snyder and Nick Dakota being swamped for the foreseeable future because of what's happening with man, have you checked those prices?
It was like he was a big time wrestler being escorted to his booth as he was going through the con floor on his, it's like, oh my gosh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, the champion belt holder has arrived. Yeah, he's here, man. I love that. I love that Absolute Batman is going through this whole like thing that is going through because it proves so many people are wrong. I love that shit. And you know what else loves it is Comic Tom. Comic Tom is just like rubbing their noses. I told you, motherfuckers, I know what I'm talking about. I told you. I told you it was right. You're just like, I told you so all over the place, and I'm here for it, man. Man, I'm looking. I'm probably. I'm thinking I'm flipping those books a little sooner than I might expect because I don't know if they get any more expensive than this. But it could reach the level of Invincible, but I don't think so because Invincible is a much lower print run. But I still think that this will hold to some degree, and this may be the top right here because it's been announced that it's going to be, of course, everyone knows it's going to be an animated series of Absolute Batman coming up soon. And that brings in a whole different crowd. That's the thing. That's what people don't realize, that this is not just about us comic book people who think that only, certain books are going to be expensive only because, the print run. And this is opening up Batman to a whole different group of people and a whole different, not your daddy's Batman. So, yeah. So I digress.
Do you think it makes them curious about your daddy's Batman?
It might, because a lot of them don't know. A lot of these people are Gen Zers who don't know shit from dinner about Batman.
It's like, I love this, I want more. There's really no more to be had other than the back issues, which are limited at this point. So all they have to do is go back and look at the other, right? So
yeah, but the thing is, it depends on which Batman they go back and look at because he's been around for so damn long. Yeah, there's so many interpretations. They go back and look at, say, for instance, Frank Miller's The Dark Knight, the first series. Then they might not be let down, but they go back and look at, say, maybe, I don't know, the 60s Batman, they could be for a whole different, thing. They don't know anything about that. So it depends on what series they look at because Batman has been interpreted by so many people. That's what I love about the character. It's almost like Sherlock Holmes, a much cooler Sherlock Holmes. You can just like, okay, well, how do you want to portray this character? Okay, everyone knows the story for the most part, the premise, the origin story and so forth. But anyway, I'm glad. I'm especially glad because I own a few copies.
Yeah.
If I didn't own any copies, I might not be as glad. But I'm glad as a mofo right now. All right, so that's coming out. White Boat. I'm gonna probably pick that up so I can have closure on the White Boat, and I can sell that 3-issue series to some lucky individual. You can be the winner. Let's see, where are we coming down the road here? It's Simbi. Speaking of first appearances, first appearance of Simbi also. I'm more than willing to unload on some Marvel fan who wants to get that. It's a pretty cool cover too, that Simbi cover. But this is the time to sell it, baby. This is the time to sell it. Next on the list is Dispatched, which has a pretty cool premise from Ignition Press. MacGyver meets Die Hard in this life or death unboxing. Estranged from his family and living under a government-issued alias, ex-Black Ops agent Morgan Power endures a life in suburban exile as a delivery driver for a major global courier company. It's a 180 from his action-packed classified work abroad until a routine shift puts him in the crosshairs of a domestic terrorist takedown. Trapped in the parking garage of a besieged corporate office park, Power goes back to basics with nothing but his survival skills and a delivery van full of unopened packages and endless possibilities to fight his way from floor to floor and free the hostages. But some boxes hold more trash than treasure, and Powers will also have to contend with his intensifying PTSD as the situation escalates and time runs out. Writer B. Clay Moore, Bloodland, the leading man, and rising artist Daniel Gette, Skin Police, deliver a classic lockdown thriller with a fresh twist. I like this fresh twist, don't you?
I really want to know who that cover artist is.
Well, I'll tell you. That would be Mr. Daniel Gette, or I think it's Gette, baby.
So the interior artist then.
Yep, same as the interior artist. That's let's take a look. It's kind of cool, like delivering for Nile, which is like DHL, I guess, or FedEx.
So
package, man. See a little blood on it, but you want to sign for it? It's pretty cool. David Lapham is a B cover. Looks like he's hiding behind the loading dock as they walk by. Some people might not get that, He's like got a skateboard, a teddy bear he's got to defend himself with. And this one, the Andy McDonald variant, maybe you already have to have read the book to get the references in here, I guess, because it's like a bunch of miniature file cabinets. What that's about? Anyway, the first one is the best one, probably. Second one's okay, but I like that concept. He's gonna MacGyver his way out of this situation. All right, next is, oh yay, they got 2 Spider-Man facsimiles coming out next week. Next one is called Vampirates. Who doesn't love vampires and pirates, huh? That's a rhetorical question. Because I know everybody does.
Vampirates.
Vampirates.
Yar.
Exactly.
Isn't there something about vampires not being able to go over running water?
I heard something like that. I'm not quite sure. There's so many variations on the vampire mythos, though,
Yeah.
It depends on who's writing the story.
Not in the world of vampirates.
No, damn sure not that, man.
Or it's okay because it's salt water.
So now you got it. Yes, it has to be salt. It's very smart. Through the darkness of the 1,000-year eclipse, they sail, seeking adventure, treasure, and blood. In a world ruled by vampires, Empress Nera of the Night Isles has always cared more for sword fighting and carousing than ruling. But when she escapes a vicious coup by stowing aboard the VMS Abyss, a pirate ship run by the mysterious Captain Akeo, she gets more than she can handle of both. She must rise through the ranks of the vampirates from lowly swab to queen of the the sea of night. so the oceans will run red with her vengeance. And she is vengeful. Make no mistake about it. This open order book to Rebecca Puebla has a cover B. Man. Get the punky hairstyle and everything, man. That's like a punk vampire pirate. You can't beat that. And you got 2, one blank, one black, and one red. That's interesting. You have to use paint markers for that for sure. Definitely gonna be some paint markers on there. And this is who? This is Michael Dialanis. This is he did a lot of stuff for Wind. James Tynion's book. He drew the Vampire Queen for that book too. Very nice. Wind. Luca Pizzari, Virgin variant. Half vampire, half pirate. There you go. Oh, this is a nicer one. This is Michael Dialanis, 1 in 15. Different color scheme. Color affects the way the cover looks so much. The Bengal, 1 in 25. Yes. And the Tula Lote, the 1 in 50. Always impressive to see Tula stuff. She's an ever-evolving artist. All right. Next on the list. Oh, right next door. Don't have to travel far. Witness Point.
Well, that looks neat.
Yeah. This is a Dark Horse joint. Close a few of these open windows here. And it is from Dark Horse, and it is from the minds of Nathan Fillion, Firefly and Castle fame, and Heath Corison, who did Animal Kingdom and Minor Threats. And illustrated by Sue Lee. Camilla, the First Vampire. Comes a new modern noir series full of mystery, murder, and chaos of a small town caught up in a massive government screw-up. That never happens. Welcome to Baraboo. Welcome to Baraboo, a small Midwestern town nestled in the mountains of Wisconsin, home to the Ringling Brothers Circus headquarters and friendly neighbors that all know and trust each other. That's where the trouble begins. Until it's revealed that the town has been the dumping ground for every murderer, con man, and crook in the witness protection program for the past 40 years. Witness point, as Baraboo, I keep messing it up, as Baraboo was nicknamed to be by the previous marshal, has now become a hotbed of conspiracy as every resident of this formerly sleepy town eyes their neighbor with new suspicion, wondering who among them could secretly be the worst kind of criminal, as opposed to the best kind of criminal. It doesn't help when the new marshal sent to help beleaguered sheriff Kite Calhoun. Oh, Kite Calhoun, he'll come and clean that mess up. Is found with his head and hands cut off, his body dumped in the town square with the annual Harvest Festival just around the corner. Thankfully, they sent another marshal to help. Unfortunately, she tells him that she's the only marshal that's been sent to help. And the identity of the dismembered man becomes another piece of the puzzle as the town descends into chaos. Oh, Jesus. Wait. You telling me you're the only sheriff? Who is this guy? Who's this fucking guy with his head and arms cut off? They got dumped in different parts of town. You know, we got problems here in old Barbaroo or Barbaroo, whatever the fuck they call that shit. That's that space case. Midtown has 60% sale on the E to L back issues. Really picked up a few things. Are they going alphabetically, huh? Interesting. Yeah. So this one, and what's the other one earlier? Forgot the other one that we had earlier. The maybe Dispatched. Yeah, Dispatched. There's interesting witness point in Dispatch. Got some interesting, I guess, premises there. What do you think?
I'm not sure that would be for me. That's a little too much chaos.
Good for you, sir. Oh, chaos. That's like my middle name, man. I would love to. I love to get books that are just filled with chaos.
It'll take time to restore chaos.
Yes. If it's gone, I gotta find it. I'm gonna restore it. Chaos, man. My middle name. All right. So I may or may not be picking this up or this witness point here. We'll see about that. I don't know. I gotta limit my pills, my pulls, especially my pulls and my pills. Gotta limit all those things.
I know that.
All right. So the next on our list is, I see. Here we go. Next is, did I missed something? Nope, no, I didn't. Right there. 7 Wives. I never saw 7 Wives #1. I know that was the penultimate book at one point. And I wanted to check that out, but that says IDW Crime. I didn't. You have to look somewhere. I know Danger Room did not have a copy. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know. That's one book I don't have to worry about getting rid of. So let's just let go of that one. But it might be interesting. The 7 Wives. The guy turns up dead, and which one of the 7 wives did him in. So discuss. All right, Operation Iron Coffin, if you will. The recently resurrected Dracula, one of the world's greatest monsters and most infamous vampires, is hell-bent on redemption. The mission he takes to make that redemption possible? Teaming up with British Allied forces during World War II. They'll airdrop him onto a Nazi train containing a horde of soldiers, augmented villains, and a vampire plague that, if released, will create a new generation of vampire terrorists. Dracula will have to battle his way through the train, confronting his past sins and facing off against the wicked Hazel and Ivy, who are calling the shots for the Nazis, and who have a vested interest in Dracula's failures. The action horror book of the year is here. Ooh, from critically acclaimed writer Kenny Porter's and rising star artist Terrell Cannon. Okay, so good to know that the action-packed event of the year is here. Thanks for letting me know. It's a kind of cool cover, though. I do like the Operation Iron Coffin cover. Kind of, the cover is very. Did the Nazis really have like the big swastikas on their train like that? That'd be pretty fucking.
I don't know.
That's pretty ballsy, but they were from pretty ballsy mofos back in those days. Yeah. Let's see, the one for Fiera variant. Dracula, I like the way Dracula's looking. He got the long hair going even back in the back in the 1940s. So Drac was ahead of his time. Yeah. So yeah. You got new preview pages to probably people behind it. People are praising Tyrell Cannon's art like this is a must-have for them. I guess it's like whenever he does a thing, he's known for Fantastic Four fanfare. He's probably known for more than that, probably. But a lot of people are praising his artwork. So, anyhoozle, there's that. If you're so motivated by vampires and Nazism, I bought a couple of books. Come to think of it, that had that kind of a similar thing, like vampires and the Third Reich and so forth. Yes, the Nazis, says the lovely Janet, the Nazis used the swastika as a prominent symbol, including on their trains as part of their propaganda and national identity. Well, thank you for clearing that up. Damn, wow. That does not surprise me. the arrogance and the chutzpah, that they would have. What's the next one here? Okay, coming on down the list here, as a great man once said, is the Rocketeer Infiltrator. Another Rocketeer. We just hot on the heels of a previous, Rocketeer book that just seemingly just came out yesterday, or not a couple of days ago.
Where are these? Do these have to be? I assume these are licensed to the Dave Stevens.
Oh, absolutely.
Estate. Okay.
I think.
In other words, he didn't lose the license or anything.
I don't think so. I think IDW is known for their licensing deals. So. Yeah, this is yeah, sure this one. This is definitely another, because Dave Stevens is attributed as being, I think, the writer on here. Is he? Maybe he's not attributed. Well, sometimes they do, but they didn't do it on this one here. But on the one that came out, he does like a cover here. I want to say there's like always a Dave Stevens cover. Here we go, cover B. Cover B is a Dave Stevens variant. You got that Dave Stevens style, man. That's unmistakable. He's like more than just a cheesecake artist. He's got lots of stuff going on. It's the height of World War II, and Betty is a Nazi collaborator. I mean, it looks a lot like Betty Page too. It's not Betty Page, but she looks a damn lot like Betty Page. And Betty, yeah, maybe it is, but it doesn't say right here, but I'm thinking it is in Betty Page inspired for sure. As Allied planes mysteriously explode in midair across Europe, rumors of a Nazi superweapon compels the U.S. to send its fastest asset undercover, the Rocketeer. With Betty posing as a defecting American actress in a German motion picture, Cliff Secord, I should say, aka the Rocketeer, accompanies her as brother and manager. And since neither has experience in deep cover work, the Allies send a handler to support them, a debonair MI6 agent who assumes the role of Betty's co-star. Ooh, he's blocking between him and the Rocketeer too, huh? The Rocketeer will need to maintain his cover, destroy a superweapon no Allied agent has actually seen, and keep Betty away from the handsome British secret agent with a penchant for beautiful women. Anybody can do it. He can do it. It's a lot for a reckless stunt pilot to handle. Excuse me. Gabriel Hardman, and rising star artist Dean Kotz team up to tell the most dangerous Rocketeer story yet. Until the next one. This is yes. This is Joe Quinones. This is nice. This is very Dave Stevens-esque and very very retro and very colorful. I like this a lot. I said I buy it, but I like it. This is the 1 in 10 Eric Britton. My hero, the Rocketeer. Let's go for a spin. Got my evening gown on, and that's just like a virgin cover of the Quinones one. Very nice, and that's 1 in 25. That just fell off like a turnip truck and landed in front of me. I'd definitely pick it up and keep it, but otherwise I won't be paying a lot of money for it. Okay, coming on down the list, and we're getting dangerously close to the penultimate book, one might imagine. So the next book we're going to take a look at, this is Mark the Shark. As a big fan of the Rocketeer movie, this comic sounds fun. See, as fans out there of all stuff, man. I like the idea of the Rocketeer.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie.
Mm-hmm. Next one is right here. Adjacent to Dead by Daylight, by the way. Number 1 is I think is also trending, not as much as Absolute Batman, but it's also gaining steam. The next one we're gonna look at is from Dark Horse Comics, Starcrossed. And this is from everyone's favorite creator. I say that sarcastically, Mark Millar. The 2 greatest thieves in the universe have a price on their head, and every single bounty hunter alive is out to collect it. Thena Cole and Cody Blue have been living the high life since they robbed the richest woman in the universe, but they put a price on their heads when they did so, and the galaxy's greatest bounty hunter is now after them for the biggest payday of his career. Everything's the biggest. Everything's bigly. Everything's like the biggest this and the biggest. Like, what the fuck?
It's huge.
Huge. Everything's huge. All right. So this I mean, I don't dislike Mark Millar as much as a lot of people do. The thing I probably love most about him recently is this thing called Ambassadors, which is out like a couple, 2-3 years ago.
I liked that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was probably the best thing I've seen him do in a while. The Nemesis thing was okay. It was just probably a little bit too much gratuitous violence for yourself, I'm guessing, right?
No.
No?
I don't mind that.
Okay. But it was okay.
I don't like mobster violence, but other
yeah. The Nemesis was good because it's like your evil Batman kind of a thing. It's like it's that kind of idea. So I can get behind that. But and this is like this cover is interesting. Who's the cover artist on this? Corrado Mastrduano? I don't know. That's my only attempt I'm gonna make on that one. But Mr. Corrado, Mr. Corrado is
yeah, no.
you're gonna go there.
Too many vowels.
A lot of vowels there, baby. A lot of vowels there. Are they silent? I don't know. You pronounce them? I don't know. I don't want to mess them up. As a cover B, same as the cover A, only black and white. Thank you very much. Not a lot of Stuart Ammonium AD. You got diarrhea. Cover C. I like this one better, actually. Yeah, the A cover is not bad, but I like this one. This is more my style. I would get that one where I to buy this book. And a 1 in 20 J. Lee variant. Mr. J. Lee is good for a variant, and he just this style that's like very, very stands out, and you can see that this is his work right off the bat. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Exactly. I see some of these Cody Blue, and someone mentioned that it's always nice. A Dark Horse post. It's always nice. There's definitely a fan of his right here. It's always nice of Dark Horse to publish Miller's expensive toilet paper. Yes, you can tell us that that's a big fan with 12 likes. A lot of people didn't like that one.
Yeah.
Someone else says, you gotta love how the description doesn't even indicate that this series is a sequel to Space Bandits. So to fly over the heads of anyone just interested in that series and not Miller's work overall, unless they looked at the cover art and slightly recognized the two leads.
Huh.
Wow. I did not know that. So there you go. That's it's a continuation of another series that people say are giving short shrift by Miller, who didn't, I guess whoever wrote the blurb, maybe somebody else wrote the blurb, not mentioning that it's an extension of that series. So there you go. All right. So as I mentioned before, guess what time it's getting to be? It's that
Grab your
magic
skates.
time. Grab your almost grab your skates.
Sorry, jump the skates.
Put your skates in the on deck. Put your skates in the on deck circle.
Get out in front of my skis. Sorry.
That's right. It is time for that penultimate book, which means that it's time to play the thing. Here we go. And now it is time for the penultimate book. And this week, what happened? we lost a thing. And this week, that book is, if I can share the screen again and bring it back, is Dingoliath. That's right, Dingoliath. I didn't make it up. I just reported things.
Oh, you made this up.
Oh, yeah, you got me there. All right, so Dingoliath, there is no per se trailer for it, but I say, and that's a big but, there is actually a thing on Instagram. But people put stuff on Instagram. Now, it's hard to share stuff off of Instagram than it is off of YT for some reason for me. So here's an Instagram thing. I hope everything goes okay here with the creator, the artist, I should say, Mannix Abreu, talks about the process of things.
When I design monsters, the first thing I think of is if I'm a horror artist or a different kind of comic artist, what would I make this monster look like? And then I will steer away from that visual image, and then I'll think of another thing that how would I do it? How would I make it kind of goofy and funny? But not. I have to find the perfect balance of humor and horror. So it's always nice finding that balance. So I draw really small. So for one bond paper, I drew 2 pages. So this is the first page, the second page. So I just established the character. This is the Dingoliath. I really have fun thinking how I will panel this, the close-ups, the zoom out, and the silhouettes. Because I like putting a lot of humor in my work. So even though this is horror, I made the Dingoliath kind of funny looking also. Yeah. This is one page that I'm really proud of and happy that when I was doing it, because it was a really violent scene where Dingoliath kills. Sorry, this is a spoiler, but kills some people. This is my trademark Mannix face, really big eyes and big mouth. Really, I want to really expressive eyes, and I really enjoyed it. And Bad Idea was kind enough to let me explore and give me this kind of freedom. Hello, I'm Mannix. Please get a copy of our book, Dingoliath, coming out soon. It's by me, Mannix, and Brockton McKinney and Robert Venditti. It's going to be awesome.
Nice. All right, man. This young man, his first name is Mannix. I wonder if his his parents were a fan of the Mike Connors detective series from the 1960s. Yeah, I know, right? My mother used to love Mannix. I started to watch that shit. She used to watch it every Sunday night. He was like jumping. Yeah, the thing with jumping out of rolling cars. Like, look out, Mannix! Like he could hear him and shit. You know?
See, my mom was into Macmillan and Wife.
Macmillan and Wife. Oh my God, that's another one. Oh my God. That was Rock Hudson, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, woo.
Yes, I can't remember the lead, the female lead.
Oh,
yes.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I can't remember her name either, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Macmillan and Wife. That's awesome. From the twisted minds of rising superstar artist and creative visionary Mannix Abreu, New York Times bestselling writer Robert Venditti, and acclaimed indie horror director Brockton McKinney. Okay, comes the first terrifying tale in a groundbreaking all-new horror universe. Prepare to encounter the most nightmarish creatures ever dreamed up for the comic book page if you dare enter the Mannix Monsterverse. Nice. He's got his own Monsterverse. I love it. They came for his master, but they didn't plan for him. An elite team of officers tasked with taking down a local drug kingpin are prepared to do whatever it takes to take down their target, dead or alive. With all available units mobilized to make the bust, it's a small army that knocks down the dealer's door, ready to get their man. But it's not man that waits for them on the other side, but man's best friend. Weapons won't save them. They can only hope to God their prayers might. The night Dingo Goliath comes to town. And this is some bad idea joint, man. I like this guy, Mannix Abreu. I love his art. I love his attitude and everything. I hope I'm probably going to get this if I didn't order it already. It's just to have just a copy of his art, man. I love this style. To me, it has to be some humor in horror. You know.
Yes. There's got to be a pressure valve.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I mean, when a horror movie takes itself too seriously, Susan St. James, thank you. They got the smartest chat in the world. That's her. That's her. She was big back then. She was doing commercials and stuff too. Susan St. James, yes, Macmillan and Wife. Thank you, sir. Smartest chat in the world here. But you take it too seriously, you lose something. I think, you know. I
mean, yeah. If it's good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be, too goofy. I mean, otherwise you're headed for like MST3K, but if there's like moments of release, like you say, a pressure valve, to let it out, just maybe maybe even a breaking of the fourth wall just for the hell of it, just to take people off ease, You can even follow that up with this jump scare if you want to, just to just to keep them on their toes. You're like, ha ha ha, yeah. But it has to be some humor in it, as far as I'm concerned. I think Dingo Goliath might check all those boxes. And they've got Robert Venditti, same person is writing so many things, but among them is the Ordained series that just wrapped up today. And they're using like old masters. I don't know what's the kick now with a bad idea. But they were using like these ornate pages from megalith for covers. Now they're using like old masters art pieces, for covers as well. This is the Goya. I mean, I barely passed art history, so I couldn't tell you what painting that is, but it's a the Goya painting. This is an old Gustave Dor. Oh man,
I don't know that.
Oh man, yeah. Edmund Kulak. Not up on him. Caravaggio. Oh, Caravaggio. Of course, Caravaggio. Who doesn't know Caravaggio? Caravaggio. It's like saying the name. All right, this is Mannix right here. This is just another take on Mannix's glow in the dark variant. I'll take this one over all those old masters. I'll just take this one. I'm a lowbrow cartoonist. Another Mannix. Mannix got like a bunch of it's his baby, so he got a bunch of covers. This is first appearance of the creature, I guess, munching on something. Munch. So you get the idea.
Yeah.
Think Goliath. Pick it up. That's your penultimate book for the week, folks. Thank you, and almost good night. All right, coming on down the list, Mimi Green. Did you hear about Mimi Green #2? Can't wait for that one. That was a good first issue. That's a cool cover on that Green Lantern. I'm not going to get it. I don't know what the issue that is. Probably a reprint of a facsimile of the older book. Yeah, that's probably why it looks like maybe I was going to say Neil Adams. Maybe could be wrong. He drew Green Lantern for a while, didn't he? Drew Green Lantern aficionados out there. You can tell me. Yeah. Where's Fire Guy Ryan when you need him? He's a Green Lantern aficionado. He can tell us. Batman 156 reprint. That's cool. If that's in the full size, yes, $3.99 is probably not full size, but it's beautiful though. I love that cover. I don't know. I can't buy any more facsimiles. I can't. All right, Destination Kill. Destination #2, Destination Kill. Zorro's Legacy. So it says here. Okay. I lost track of what I was going after here. Oh, Showdown #2. Showdown #2 is like really down at the bottom of the list of stuff that's ordered too. It's like, maybe the same thing. People had the same reaction I had. It's an okay book, but I'm gonna get into it right now. We talked about it last week, but it's like, this woman has a beef. She wants to kill this guy because she killed his brother. It has something to do with her brother's death. And she invites him out for, no, she didn't invite him. She demanded that he take her out, for lunch first, where she made a scene in the restaurant. And then she said, tomorrow at 5 p.m., be at this place here so I can kill you. And it's like, okay, all right, well, nice idea, but maybe, I don't know. Pimp Killer, I was looking for it. I must have missed it. It didn't come out. So maybe it'll come out next week. I will definitely pick up Pimp Killer whenever I can find it. Pimp Killer is like got my name written all over it. Gotta find Pimp Killer. Another Doctor Who. Like that drawing on Deadhead. What the hell that's about though, but looks interesting. Iron Age comics. The last one we're going to talk about is the Sphere of Death, a Rachel Rising story. Number 0. Are you aware of? You sound like you are, sir. You're up on this Terry what's his name? Terry Moore. Terry Moore. This Terry Moore deal. What do you know about that?
I have a 1 in 100 copy of Rachel Rising hardcover omnibus.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I really like Terry Moore's work. Strangers in Paradise is what put him back on the map back in the 80s. He's Disney trained. He was originally an illustrator for Disney before he went indie. Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty. You work for Disney, you can draw. they take people who can draw good and draw fast because you need to crank that shit out. So, man, I did not know that. That explains a lot how his work is so amazing. All right. 10-year-old Zoe witnesses a brutal murder that sets her on a dark path. When the angel of death arrives to collect the spirits, Lilith attempts to strike a deal, but doesn't get the outcome she hoped for. Vowing revenge, she sets a plan in motion that will become the story of Rachel Rising. That'd be a good place to start because
a prequel.
Yes, looks like that's what's up. Hey, Mark the Shark, like my ex. How much of his stuff do you have? Do you have stuff going all the way back to Strangers in Paradise?
I don't think I have any Strangers anymore. And I'm trying to think. I think it was Rachel Rising that was his first after Strangers. I could be wrong about that.
I think so too. Because Strangers lasted a long time too.
Yeah, it did. Oh,
that's that's the first thing I know of from him is that. And then all of a sudden I keep seeing this the Rachel Rising stuff. What's that about?
Yeah.
You know, is that the same universe? I think it's a whole different universe.
At one point, I think it had been optioned, but that was so long ago. I would be surprised if it still is.
Strangers?
Yeah.
I would be surprised if it was too. But you never know. But Rachel Rising seems to be a little bit more super than Angel of Death. More of a supernatural tint to it, or tone to it, I should say. I don't know much. I have a series of a Rachel Rising that I read, and I didn't really get some of the stuff, but it was interesting because it was like these women and young girls. It was just like fucking men up. It was like these awful men. They were all getting fucked up by these women. So I enjoyed that for that series. I didn't know the history of the characters as much, but it was enjoyable. But it'd be interesting to see where that all came from. Like down below here, they have a little bit of beneath Terry's pictures here of some of the characters. The main character is Lilith, who is portrayed by this characterization of this young woman here. And I get Zoe Man and Lilith mixed up. Even though I think Zoe is a girl and Lilith is a grown woman. Yes. And this is probably Zoe we're looking at right here, looking at this whatever horrible thing is happening in that door there, I'm guessing. And Rachel Beck, I don't know who. I've never seen her, and if I do, I don't remember.
Well, if this is truly indeed a prequel, I don't want to give her identity away.
Oh, okay, thank you.
She is the Rachel in Rachel Rising.
Okay. So I want to find out where the hell Rachel Rising comes from. This might be a book I need to read. Yes, and it's 28 pages, $5.99, wraparound cover, one cover because it's all you need. Says a great man named Bueller. So there you go. Fear of Death by Terry Moore, a Rachel Rising story. If you're into that universe, you might want to check this out because it can clear up a lot of stuff for you. It can tell you who is Rachel and why is she rising? Who is this person? Why is she rising? What's going on with that? I don't know. Do we know who Rachel is and will she rise again? So a lot of stuff to talk about here. But we finished. We made record time tonight, man. We're just like just about over the 2-hour mark. It's like
what's up with that?
Yeah, I know, right? What the hell? Usually go like 3+. Jesus. Next time we'll make up for it, you know. Well, next week we should have a I'm gonna try to have a couple of guests in the weeks to come. Next week we'll have one, and maybe next time you're on, we'll have one too. I'll try to line it up so we'll have some guests on. Because some people have been contacting me and see if they want to come on the show, you know. So we'll do that. Sometimes people contact me, they still want me to look at the book. They'll be like, "You want to come on the show?" Like, nope. Crickets. No. I won't come on the goddamn show. But if they do, they're more than welcome to. So that's when they do. So thanks to everyone who stopped by. Thanks to my lovely co-host here, Phil of the Jungle, and then this amazing man here who is the best co-host in the business. Thank you, sir.
But don't let everyone know.
It's our secret. And thanks to everyone who stopped by and breezed in and who are watching on the replay. We love all of you. So what's going on with you, Mr. Avery Label of the Jungle?
Well, if you didn't see Lorenzo's submission last Monday, go back and check out at the channel Geek Out with Roscoe. Look for Drawn to You Art Stream, where every other week we have a special guest and a topic of the week, and everyone draws to that topic. And then every other Tuesday is Late Night with Roscoe. So I guess that means next Tuesday. And that's all. Watch for me at HeroesCon 2027.
That's right. Every week, bring that up because make damn sure every week we will talk about that. The countdown before you know it, it'll be here. You know. All right. Well, thank you to Phil, and thank you to everyone who's here and who's watching on the replay, and everyone out there in comic book land. So until next week, enjoy your comics, have fun, and just enjoy life, man, because it's way too short for us, So until then, God willing, and the creek do not rise, we shall return next week with another bunch of fun on the Indie Comics and Reviews Wednesday show. So until then, peace and love. Peace and love, everybody. Good night, all.
Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.